I'm looking at your essential questions. What type of questions do you need to ask to get the information that you need for your paper? Yes?
Who can I interview?
Who can I interview? Or find an interview from, right? That's a good question to ask before you get started. As you get into your paper, let's review yesterday. You're looking for the career, you're looking for sources, things that you need to know, right? What other information are you needing to get, right? So, what are some questions you should ask to fill in the information that you need in your outline? I can think of one. What is my career? What is it? What does it mean to have this career? What does it mean to be an engineer or teacher? Yes?
Why do you like your career?
Why are you interested or like it? You may not answer that inside your paper, but it would definitely help you to understand why you're interested in it so that you're able to look at those things. Yes?
What are
What are
the drawbacks?
the drawbacks? Yes?
How much does it pay?
How much does it pay? Okay, yes, Angela. How much education? And I'm going to add to that maybe what kind of education? Because some careers may only take a trade school or something like that, or maybe hands-on internship versus a college master's or doctorate degree, right? Okay, what else might be good questions to ask to help you as you research your paper? Yes?
Maybe like the steps of
The steps or process towards that career. Good. What else? Yes?
Major companies in that field.
Major companies or organizations. Yes? Yes. What are the risks of doing the job? Any of you guys watch Dirty Jobs?
Yeah.
There are a lot of risky, dirty jobs out there. Huh? Yeah. Finish, and then, yeah. Sorry. Vacation time.
I like to talk about pay and vacation.
It is a consideration. Okay, and then over here.
And what are the best schools in the field?
That is the best what?
Schools.
Best schools. Oh, good. Best schools in the field. Yes. Future prospects. And I'm going to say that's like a personal, like as what your job can lead to, and also as a career. What is the future prospects of that field going forward as well? That's a possibility as well, yes?
Who are the famous
Experts in the field. Famous or otherwise. Yes, Kron? Huh? Commute. Oh, distance, travel, things like that. Some people live on one place but travel all over for the jobs, whereas someone might live somewhere close by, work, things like that. That's definitely considerations. Yes. How much time a day is spent? Other questions, essential questions that we should be asking? Yes.
What do you ask the person you're interviewing?
So what are we asking a person who we're interviewing? What questions to ask in an interview? What might the answer to that be based on the questions we see here? Could we just look at a lot of this list? And this could be definitely a very good list to ask someone you're interviewing. And this is the information you're looking for to help you write your paper. In an interview, this would be good information to ask them. They're all very good questions. And especially when it's like, why are you interested in the field? What got that person interested? Why were they drawn to it? How did they get into it? Et cetera, so forth. Yes?
How does it feel to do that now? Like, is it harder?
How does it feel? Hard work. Satisfaction. Yes. Any other questions? These are good questions to be asking. What else? Any other questions? I'm going to add one here. How was this career started, or the history of the career? That might be something that you want to know. Okay, so these questions, with your essential questions, looking at your outline and where your information is divided, what questions would help in what area? And put those with your sources. And as you read your sources and find your sources, don't look at any other information, but whatever questions that you're looking at, that's what you're looking for. That's what you're highlighting. That's what you're answering. And maybe you want to number your questions or label them some way, and you highlight it and you label it with that number or that letter, and I'll go through that with you guys as we start finding information. So tomorrow, what do we have due? Outline. You leave space for your sources, right? So you're doing an outline, you're leaving space for your sources, and then what I want you guys to do that I did not have on here because I wasn't required to, but I'm requiring you to, is I want you to add in your questions for each of these areas of whatever your areas are divided into. Add in the questions, and it may not come from this list. You may come up with other or different questions, but add in the questions that will help you find that information in those areas. Even if you can't interview someone personally, if you can find an interview by that person or a book written by someone, you can look for the same information as if it were a personal interview, right? You could ask those questions of the text, or look for those questions being asked by interviewers in the interviews that maybe you find online. Questions about that? No questions? We're good with this for tomorrow? Okay, good. Alright, the next thing I'm going to go over really fast before we move on and give you instructions of what you're going to do today is your mythology. It's a pretty big book, right? Looks really thick. It is really easy. However, we only have these books for a week and a half because we need to move on to Odyssey, and the other class has to do them. I took 2 weeks longer on poetry than I wanted to. So what we're going to do is I'm going to divide you guys. We've got 8 groups. I'm going to split one of the groups up into the others. We're only going to have 7 groups. And I'm going to pull up the screen, and there's going to be 7 groups. I'm going to assign each of your groups one part. And within those sections, So say you're in part 1, your group, there's like chapters 1, 2, and 3, or 4, or whatever, there's sections within those parts. And you're going to assign each other those different parts to read. Okay? So each of you is going to have a very small part to read. Now, with that part that you're reading, you're going to read it, and then you need to find a creative way to teach your group, just your individual group, about that section. And then what we're going to do, after we've done that, so tomorrow you're going to teach your group about that section. Okay? Then, as a group, you're going to know all about your section, right? Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to split up your group, and you're going to form big groups with 7 people in each, 7 parts, right? And you guys are going to share and teach everyone in those groups about your section, and then you'll know about the whole book. Right? So that's the thing. So today we're just going to assign your groups. You're going to assign your section and work on your section. Alright? And you're also going to write a silly story with your vocabulary. Okay, so it's due tomorrow. So you have the rest of class time today. Yes? No, I want you guys to write these ones on your own. Okay? So today you have time to work on your silly story, reading your section and getting ready to teach tomorrow, and or working on your outline and essential questions. However you divide up and use your time is up to you. But just remember, whatever you don't get done is then homework. Correct? If I see you working on other classwork from other classes, or Facebooking or just talking, then I get upset, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.